Hi Dresser Cuties, Whitney here. Tutor and draw Jinu in his free song outfit from the K-pop Demon Hunters. So let's get started. To draw this cute Jinu, let's first start by drawing his eyes. So I'm going to start right here with a circle. And I'm not going to make it too big like I usually do with the girls. And then I'm going to come right across, say about right here, and draw another circle. There. So now the two circles, and I'm going to make them draw so cute eyes with two small circles inside for highlights and a curved line at the bottom and shade in the top. Tend to make the eyes smaller for the boys and lines at the bottom, and same thing over here. There. So now that I have that, we need to frame the eyes. So I'm going to come to the top right here, and I'm just going to draw a curve that flushes to the top right over the eyes, just to anchor the eyes, since I'm not putting lashes. And then at the bottom, I'm just going to very lightly draw another curve. And then same thing over here. So this top curve is just a little bit thicker, more prominent, and then the bottom one is just like a light line, light curve. Okay, so now that I have that, let's give him a smile. So right in between, about right here in the center, let's go ahead and draw a curve, slightly going upwards, and cap it off. Then from there, let's go ahead and frame his face. So I'm going to come to about right here in the eye, the top of the eye, and come out about this much. Same thing on this side, about right here. And let's go ahead and right about here, I'm going to start with a slight angle line right next to his eyes. There. And then we're going to come down. So we're just trying to make his face a little bit more angular. About right there. Just kind of angle it in where his mouth is. I'm going to find the center, say about right here where I want his chin, just so I know where I'm going. And I'm going to come down to this point. And then right about here, I'm just going to flatten it out for his chin. And then go right back up. There. Let me fix that. Okay. It's always the hardest part for me because it's so delicate. Okay, so I'm just trying to give him some more angles on his face. Then from there, let's see here. Let's come back to the about right here, this area, and we're going to draw his ear. Just draw a curve, and then come in here with some details. Same thing on the other side. And then now that I have his ears in, let's go ahead and just kind of imagine his head as an oval, and then his hair parts at the side. So let's say about, I'm just going to pick a point. Let's say about right here. I'll just give myself a point. And from there, I'm going to draw a curve going up and then coming down and hitting this point right here. And then this side is going to come up and come down in between his eyes. And we're going to draw one strand that goes up. And then maybe about here, just part it. And draw maybe two more strands and out. And whatever space you have left, just finish it off. There. And then come right back to this area, and we're just going to draw a curve for his hairline. And then of course we need to draw his brow. So come up about right here. It looks so weird without the brow, right? And then we're just going to angle it and then thicken it up. And I'll just go in there and shade it in. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, about right here. So whatever space you have, to draw his brow that's left. Okay, so much better now we have the brow. Then let's come up right here where his hair parts, and I'm just gonna kind of curve up and say about this much. And on this side, we're gonna go up and then come down. So on this side right here, we're gonna slant it a little bit. And then as we come to about this area, we're gonna pop it out and then bring it back in, just to give his hair some volume. And on this side, pop it up higher. And same thing, slant it down and just bring it right back to his ears. And if you like, you come right here, just draw a strand. There. Okay, so now that we have that, let's draw his body. So I'm going to come to the center about right here where his neck, and draw a little neck for him. Right there, and then we're going to curve out, and then let's see, then we're going to just curve it around a little bit and come to the center. Curve out, come back to the center, about right there. And then we're going to go up, so using this, okay, so let's come right back here, and we're going to curve into that curve. So same thing here, we need to draw his hoodie. So it's like drawing a heart right there. And before I forget, I'm just going to lightly draw another curve right here, just for a little detail. Then we need to come down, find your center. So let's say about right there, just a little point for me to know where I'm going. We're going to come out here. We're going to draw his hoodie. We're going to wobble and wobble down, and then bring it right back to here. Curve, and then come right back down. So same thing on the other side. Wobble, wobble, and curve out. There. So that's his hoodie. And then we're going to come out right about here and come out just a little bit more for his shoulders, for his jacket. Then let's come back into this area. And I'm going to open up his jacket. So let's say here and here, just center that little line. And we're going to bring this part in. And same thing here. So let's go back and forth. So I'm going to open up his jacket. And let's see how low. Back here, keep going. This part is going to start to straighten out. So let's bring it down to about right here. And bring this down, and then about right there, just stop and connect. From there, let's go back and say about right here, I'm just going to draw a curve and connect. And then let's see, about right here in this area, we're going to draw a curve as well. This is going to be the pocket, and I'm just going to slightly angle this line in, just so that you know it's a hoodie pocket. And then let's see here, then of course we need to draw the ties, the two strings that come down. So go straight down with one, and then another one right here, maybe a little bit longer. And I'll go in there and erase this part later. We just have these two little ties, and then you come back about right here, draw a straight line across for some detail in his jacket. Oh, almost forgot, collar right here on both sides for his jacket. And then there's a pocket detail right about here. And a button. And same thing here. Only trying to draw the necessary details. And then let's just simplify this with some buttons that go down. And then maybe a line right here just to break it up. And let's see. Okay, that's pretty much it. And then let's draw his pants. So let's come down and say about right here. I'm just going to draw an angle line right in the center. Then his pants, his legs are going to start. So let's come back to about in here. And I'm going to work on this side first. And we're just going to go, we just have his legs straight. So let's angle all the way down to say about right there. And bring this all the way down to about there. And then cut it off. And then his shoes. Simplify them right there. Then a little sole curve. And then just two little curves right there. So same thing on this side. There, and then a little line in the center for some detail, maybe some pocket detail. And now that we're done with this part, let's finally draw his arms. So I'm going to come out right here, just round this off a little bit, and come about right here because it's thick sleeves. And I'm going to come down, and as I come down, I'm just going to wobble a little bit. Just kind of wobble it because I think he's like rolling up his sleeves a little bit. I think that's what's happening. But it's poofier. And then right about there, I'm going to break it off, and I'm going to continue with this little cuff right about here, and then his arms has come out about there. And then that's where his wrist is. I want his hands about this area. So then we're going to draw a thumb and his fingers. There. So same thing on this side. Just kind of poof it up a bit. Start it about right here on this side. And I'm just going to drag this across so I know approximately the same on both sides. And connect. Little cuff. And his arms. So just want to make sure about there, and then his thumb. There, and we have his hands. And hopefully I haven't missed anything, but that is pretty much it for this drawing of Jinu in his free song outfit. Thanks so much for watching, and if I helped you today, please make sure to give me a like and subscribe so you won't miss any new Draw So Cute videos. See you later.